So today we have the reading from John's Gospel about Nicodemus and the dialogue and the importance to recognise the different translations and the fact that we talk about being born from above rather than just born again, as is often translated in various versions. The key thing here, I think, for all Christians is to recognise that although we often think of ourselves as Jesus talking to Nicodemus, actually we're much more like Nicodemus. Not actually understanding what God wants us to do, seeing the world through fixed eyes and a fixed agenda, through tradition and through the things that we're familiar and comfortable with. Whereas, of course, what Jesus is saying is, look around you, see what's happening. Look at how people's lives are being changed through a living encounter with God. And that's what we need to be doing. And we may think that we're doing that in our corporate worship, but we also need to be doing that where people are. We sang the song, "Freely, freely you have received, freely, freely give." The next line of that, which underpins the fact that we have received God's grace, "Go in my name, and because you believe, others will know that I live." Not because we stay in church and worship, not because we even tell other people of our own faith, but because we live it. We espouse those values in all our words and actions of universal love, of acceptance, of non-judgmental, no prejudice, equality, unity, based on the fact that we know ourselves to be loved by God, and if we're nothing special, well then everyone's loved by God. This is such an important message, and one that we need to understand has to be taken out. Now, the useful thing about the conversation with Nicodemus is that at the end of it, Jesus didn't convince him of anything, because he remained in his worldview, in his own frame of reference. And that's true for people we may talk to too. It's not up to us to convert people, as even that made any sense, to bring people into an awareness of the living God and our dependence upon God and why that is excellent and why that is superb and wonderful. Yes. But it's between God and that person what happens next. But our task is certainly to proclaim the sinner's friend, as we sang in our final closing hymn. It's important that we each individually, not just as a church, as individuals, go into the world and make a difference with all the love, kindness and joy that we have been entrusted with. This is our ministry, every single one of us, for a world that needs to know it is loved, accepted, pardoned and set free.